Well, the US Coast Guard is searching for 11 missing workers.
It was April 20 when the oil line at BP's Deepwater Horizon ruptured and exploded. It's a catastrophe far worse than the Exxon Valdez disaster.
A race against time continues in the Gulf of Mexico as crews try to protect the coastline from hundreds of thousands of gallons of oil.
It's only going to get cleaned up if a lot of people just get together and just clean it, you know, just put the bicker in and just get on with it, you know. Got to be done.
Our shrimping industry, I've seen them big shrimp, it's gone, man. I don't know how many years it's going to take to come back.
After Katrina, you know, things was pretty messed up, but we came back and rebuilt. But now with this oil spill, you know, we don't really know what's the next 10 years gonna look like. If that oil gets into small bayous and stuff, you know, there won't be no more trawling or oystering. This port, as people know it, it won't be like that anymore if this oil comes through and destroys everything.
There's a lot of things that's being done for our marshes, but unless we save this coastline, all of our efforts will be in vain. This 7 to 8 mile area that we have right here, we've seen quite a bit of evidence of tar balls. Not a lot of liquid, not a lot of surface oil, but a lot of tar balls.
With the oil spill, you know, my kids might not be able to come out to the beach and say, hey, Mom, are those flamingos? Because they'll be gone. Nobody wants to bring their kids out here to see dead birds washed up, you know, on the beach and oil sludge everywhere.
Right at the end of this beach here in this cove, there must have been a tremendous amount of oil that gathered here. The tide is just falling right now as we speak, and as it's falling, it's leaving behind oil. This is one of the most significant patches of oil I've seen in days. It's almost as if there's probably a 4-inch thick layer of oil, and it's mixed in with crabs and with living things, and it's a shame to see. The oil is definitely doing a number on the wildlife and the sea life, and we fear the worst is yet to come.
It's a beautiful place to live, you know. Just hope we can get it cleaned up.
A few weeks ago, when this oil spill began, Terex came and said, we want to help out. We want to support the First Response Team of America and get them any gear that they need.
I'm Jamie Wright. I'm the product specialist for Terex Construction Americas. Well, we're down here to assist First Response Team of America and provided them with some equipment to help with the cleanup effort on the Louisiana beaches and on the islands. So we've supplied them with a variety of different equipment and attachments to assist with that cleanup effort.
So Terex sent brand new equipment. We're really proud to get out there on these beaches and clean up this oil with this gear. We've got everything we need to get this job done. But in Louisiana, there's a tremendous amount of islands called the Barrier Islands, and there's no way to get to them except by boat. So what we've hired here is a barge with an enormous crane on it that's going to lift all of our equipment up, put it on the barge, bring it out into the Gulf, go to the islands, drop the gear off, and what we're going to do is over the next probably month or two, we're going to have First Response Team members cleaning up these beaches, gathering all the oil that comes in.
It's good to see people that come out here to try to help clean up, you know. It needs to be clean. It's going to be a long time to clean it, so y'all going to be here a while.
Oh man, it's just terrific to work with these guys. They know what they're doing. That's definitely a plus, and we've seen different disasters, so I know this is all kind of new to everybody, but we're all going forward to see how we can all help out together.
We got a funnel coming right out of the cloud. It's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful, but it's really scary because you just don't know what these things are going to do. It's growing, it's coming down farther and farther, you can see. We're out here trying to load our barge and a rainstorm just came in. Every time there's lightning, all the cranes need to be put down because of safety issues. We're trying this again right now. This is our third attempt to get in here and to try to unload this gear.
The scope of this disaster is enormous. It's unprecedented, and at least in my lifetime, to see what devastation this is causing to the coastal waters of America. So we really want to come down here and try out some applications that we feel are going to work well, along with first response team, for them to test it. We want to actually see the beach to get a better feel, put eyes on the project. This isn't going to be a quick fix. It's going to be a long-term, probably for years to come. We're going to have applications that are going to be needed in different demographic areas, so we can assist in that.
This is a Harley rake here, and basically what we're going to try to do is cut a layer of the beach off. We think over the past few days, with all the high tides that have come in, it brought a lot of oil onto the beach, but then it brought sand as well right behind it and covered the oil up. So what we're going to try to do is cut maybe 1 to 3 inches of sand off the beach and see what we got underneath there. Once we find the oil, we'll bring in the Scout and the suction unit. We'll pick up the oil and we'll get this beach cleaned up. Got a lot of oil right underneath here, maybe about 6 to 12 inches underneath the ground. So we're going to try to bring in another machine, shave the top of the soil off, probably find a lot of oil right underneath the surface.
No, I'll tell you what, you might make light of it, but I'll tell you what, I've never seen, in all the operations that we've had down here on the coast, I've never seen a group such as y'all come in and just get right in the middle of what we do.
Anything you need in the future, of course, you can give us a call and we'll be here. We want to be here, so.
You know, when you see the crabs trying to get across the oil, when you see wildlife mixed in with the oil, it really drives it home. When you see a beautiful beach that's black, it really reminds you of what's happening here, how bad it is and how sad it is. So it's a real mix. It's a real mix of beauty and destruction. And you still have to fight. You still have to have hope. You have to have the determination that you're not going to give up, and that somehow we're going to participate in something that's going to make things better. I wanted to personally thank the Terex family for all the help they have lent to the first response team. Because of you, we've been able to make a significant contribution to this historic disaster happening in the Gulf Coast.